Good day, folks. Hope you're all having a wonderful day and are excited about picking up the factory where we left off. Okay, just checking the mic volume, making sure that everything is working. Yeah, let's pick up where we left off in the last stream. And today's first priority, I think, is going to be advanced machinery parts. Should be a pretty simple build. I want to make sure I can make a few more parking stations here before I go all crazy. And actually, let's just 15. This is 5 parking stations. That should be enough. I think it was 12 width. No, it is not 12. I need to go 8. Because this is the parking lot, this is not the main base. There we go, so now we have plenty of room. We have plenty of room for the parking station over here. I don't think we'll ever get to fill that one up. I shouldn't be conflicting with anything below. Okay, let's make a very basic train station. I might either make it single. No, actually, let's keep the format the same. I'll make it maybe like here. Make the exit here, sure. I think I can make the exit here. Nope, I'm still missing one. There we go. That's the exit. Yep, that looks like a good exit. Yeah, that's a bit too much. This will use quite a bit of space. Something seems off here. And obviously I need to drag the main rails now. So I might do this, turn this into a multi-purpose train station as well. It feels like a bit of a waste of space. At the same time, we do have a lot of space, so I don't know if I should be that bothered. Okay, we have ourselves the entrance. So let's see, that is an exit. That's an exit, so those are all the non-change signals. These are change signals. We have this one sorted. Parking is done. Okay, this is going to be the train station. If I remember correctly, yep, steel, machinery parts, that's it. What's happening here? Did I mess something up here? Looks like I might have messed something. Yep, I have definitely messed something up. Sorry about that, folks. We'll have to do a small rebuild. It wasn't by that much, but unfortunately it's enough to have to rebuild. Everything. Well, fortunately I caught it somewhat in time. Could have realized it way later, and that would have been that much more annoying. Okay, so that's a 4 length. That's a 6. This one I do with 8, and that's the 10. There we go. This one looks much better. It did seem rather odd when I even when I started to build this, it felt a bit too long. I was just like, yeah, just my imagination, but apparently I actually made a mistake. It happens. There we go. This looks much better now. Obviously, I will leave this as an empty space. Is there any tall vegetation around here that might inconvenience me later? I don't think that's gonna get in the way. This will definitely get in the way, because I think that this is where the base is gonna be. Although this is a pretty small base, let's try to build first. Always check the alignment. Okay. Where am I? I am... Okay, over here. Okay, so I think we'll make this to deliver resources. I named that station wrong. We're gonna fix that. Hopefully I've abbreviated that well. It is advanced machinery parts, right? Yes, it is. So this is not loading, this is U2. For advanced machinery parts. Okay, that's good. And this is going to be the loading station. Well, let's get the trains rolling. Actually, first and foremost, let's make sure we have... Let's make sure we have power and we have coverage. Which one do I branch off of? Let's go with this one. And it does reach the... Really? I misclicked that one. That's disappointing. Okay, radar coverage is loading. I do think we're starting the day with full battery charge now, which is very nice to see. Okay, so this one, I think that I've made this the advanced machinery, yes. Okay, that's the loading. Unload. There we go. Full cargo. What else do we have here? Inactive. Data signal condition. And just a regular wait. Interesting. Wait until empty. Apply autopilot. This one is inbound. It would be nice to have a search as you type. Steel L2. We now have 3 consumers for steel. This one's probably gonna be the bigger of the consumers. Wait full, wait empty, apply autopilot. Advanced machinery parts I'm gonna be delivering to the main base. It's quite crazy that these deposits are still up and running. And out of curiosity, how are we doing? Still scanning. Oh wow, look at that concentration of iron ore. And is it just me, or the concentration of resources in the starter area in general is... Maybe it's just because it's on a black background, I don't know. There are some empty spots every once in a while, so maybe it's just me. The radar will stop automatically once it finishes doing whatever it needs to do. Can this actually... Can this actually function like this? I don't think it can. No, you know what? I'll go one level lower. Should make things easier. Cool, that works. We'll leave the empty space over there, and I'll still try to fully utilize this. So one's gonna be steel, one's gonna be machinery parts. Steel station looks to be running a bit dry. Anyway, let's see, what do we need for... Let's start with the full lane of machinery parts. Or maybe do we want to do 2 lanes, consume a full lane of steel? You know what? Let's go crazy. Let's go 2 lanes. So I'm gonna do 2080 divided by 30. That's not a round number. That is 42.6 machines. So if I want to truly deliver one full lane, I need to go up to 44 machines. That means 22 per side. We can do... Can we do it like this? I'll remove this, but I just want to test out because I don't think... No, this obviously doesn't work. We have to do... We have to do what? So if I'm trying to utilize a full lane of steel, I actually need 2 lanes of output and 2 lanes of input. Okay. I am getting dizzy. So we're gonna make this... Okay, let's clear this. This is gonna be one input lane, this is gonna be the shared input lane, another input lane, and ideally the output lane over here, the 2 output lanes over here. I'll have to see how I get those 2 in there, but let's see, can we make this work? So the big ones are all inputs. These ones are gonna be inputs, and these are outputs, so this works. I just need to copy paste this 20 something times. How many did I say? $44, so 22 times. Can I group this better? The amount of lanes is non-negotiable. No, I don't think I can group it better. I maybe could do the output on the inner, but I still have a weird joint to do here. Yeah, let's go with this. So, okay, I cannot destroy from there, but I can destroy from here. Let's put this one over here, just so that we get power. And let's get this one going. I'm wondering if I want to go lengthwise or widthwise. Do I foresee that space being used for anything? I don't think so. So let's go that way. I'll leave a bit of space to be able to manage belts without any issues. That's 7, I need 15 more. And guess what? Nature is in the way. I thought I would move around it, but so I said I need 15 more. I need 6 more. Times 3 is 18, minus 2 is 16. I'll do a quick count. I want to start dragging belts from that way. Yep, counting is good. So up, down, up, down, up. Okay. Up. Down. Okay. So this will go all the way to here. I do believe I need to go all the way to the end. I'm utilizing all the belt. Plenty of room to extend. And also plenty of room to maybe repurpose this for a secondary build as well. Okay, how did I wire this? I think I've done it like this. I hope I've done it like this. I wonder if there's a faster way to move. Okay, we have outputs, center, both centers. So is me moving the cursor left and right and doing two at a time faster, I wonder? Rather than doing one side first and the second side next? I don't know, looks a bit better, I think, once you get into a pattern. But I am slow. I am very slow of actually getting into a pattern. Okay, and you know what? I'll do the output here as well. I think it's only appropriate to do the output as well. And excuse me for just a second, I'll just go grab a quick glass of water. Okay, I am back. So, let's assume that this is machinery parts. And let's assume that the middle one is output. The furthest I could output here is this one. So if I do this, how do I... you know what? I can do something else. So this can be machinery. Okay, this one will be steel. I can just toggle, I don't need to drag them out. And this one will be my output. I think that this will work fine. So that's the input, right? And that's output. Looks fine to me. How much do I need to get? I need to get 1 lane of steel in here, 2 lanes of machinery parts. Let's do the machinery parts first. Lovely. Just lovely. 1, 2. Okay. That should... and I've only done one train station there. This is what it is. It is working now. Okay, we do have machinery parts. Apparently I didn't leave my bot in the good place. I have been taken for a ride. It happens. Let's actually stay up here. Make sure there's no train in the way. Okay, first input sorted out. We need to get steel out now. Out of this train station, right? Out of this train station. I did not fully think this through, did I? Quite sad that this is not the first time I'm saying this playthrough, but that should be steel, and we should be seeing green working machines soon. Last bit is to actually get things out. Let's set up the train station first. Just a reminder, I do need to drag 2 belts, not just one. Okay, turn on the light at night. That looks odd. Why does that look that way? Yep, that explains it. I do wonder if a train is capable of actually delivering the full throughput. Regardless, we now have a train for advanced machinery parts. So first thing is to get this into the main base and hook it up into our builds. I need to be careful not to delete things I do not want to delete. Like that. Yes, that would be a very good example. Cool. So train station is next. Both of these are meant to be unload. I really like the behavior in Factorio where they allow you to use icons in the station names. It would be so much nicer to actually have just one icon here instead of the whole thing. I don't think this will leave immediately. It should take a while for... this is gonna take a... Yep, that was nice. So these trains didn't need to slow down just because they are crossing through the same intersection. Although that right there is a bit of an abomination. Regardless, let's do outputs, and I have to figure out where the outputs go. No, the other way. Oh, we already got a full train. That's nice. So I think I'll leave one space open here just in case I want to expand to the second belt. And I'll get this one. Let's figure out where that belt needs to come. I'm thinking... Can I turn this around? No, I can. No, I cannot, and I've built a random belt now somewhere. No, really, where did I build that random belt? Oh, this actually works. It just needs to be... It just needs to be like that. Okay, that means that this and... that and that get destroyed. Okay, I'll do the cleanup now. I do need to get one lane. No, this needs to be up. Up, up, no, down. Okay, that looks good. I do need to supplement that belt. What? How did that happen? It must have happened recently. At this point, I think I have all my primary resources on blue belts, which should be able to sustain everything I'm doing here at full speed. That's why I'm so confident to upgrade. Do I need to get rid of anything? I have a few yellow belts on me. Surely very soon I will run out of yellow belts. That thing has been running almost continuously for a very long time. But let's see. Both of those are blue belts. That's coming from the train. That's train. That's train. That is train. Train, train, train. Formalite is not train, but it's perfectly fine. Yep. Everything in the main base right now is blue belt. And coming from a train station. That means I have no more dependencies on the factory here. So the belt is over there. I could decommission these two and I could bring... You know what? Let's do the extremely easy way. This was meant to be for my yellow belts, so I can get rid of that one now. I think this was the power supply. Okay, that is the rest of the build. Now, let's speed up research as much as I can. The only thing that was working at full speed was the oh, that's gonna be a problem. That's not gonna cover everything. Anyway, what I was saying, the only thing working at full speed was the purple science. Now everything should be working at full speed. That's no longer gonna be required. Let me redo the math on that one. First and foremost, I'm gonna just upgrade everything I have here at the green machines because the ratios should be correct. The only problem is that this is not upgradable, and by the looks of it, this is the throttle. No, this is still working. 2 per minute. What's this one? This is 4 per minute, so I have half. That's 2 per minute, and that's 2 per minute. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. We'll see. I'll check on the base later if it completely stops. We'll figure it out at that point. So that's no longer used. That's no longer used. I don't want to decommission that now. Let's tick off advanced machinery parts from the list. We could do hover engines. I could do hover engines actually at the new train station. Given how I already have the advanced machinery parts produced there, I could just... Is it good to steal from the boss though? Yeah, why not? What could go wrong? I'm sure I'll find out. So we need advanced machinery parts, we need weapon components, but for weapon components I actually need explosives, which is gonna be in the next train station that I'm gonna build, maybe like over here somewhere. Crazy idea. Maybe I build Maybe I build another vertical over here. This way I can squeeze in, or maybe like over here, I build another train station and then I'll build a vertical here. I'll be able to put train stations on both sides and the connection would be fairly decent. I could even loop back somewhere over here and have like a square, allow trains to go both ways. Hover engines. Hover engines are fairly slow to be built. The main thing with hover engines is their incredibly small stack size. They only have a stack size of 25. Which makes them belt transport very reliable compared to trains. Okay, so let's say I was trying to think what to build. Let's say that we want to build one full lane of hover engines. That is 20 per minute. That's 64 machines. That is a lot of machines. Is it 64? I actually need to double check that because it seems like a very high number, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, so maybe I do two stacks of 32. I'll leave a bit of room over there to drag belts, but okay, the ratios are good though. It's 1 to 1 to 1. How many machines did I build here? Right, it was 20 something, 22. So 32 would go substantially longer, so yeah, we're gonna go with 16. And we have 4 inputs and outputs in total. That means that I cannot do single side. I need to have at least one belt coming through here. Let's say 2 belts will make them 2 belts of inputs coming on that side. Wrong recipe. We'll have another belt of input and one of output coming through the middle. these can be shared. I'm pretty sure those can be shared. The goal is to do single belt, so I'll have to split everything somewhere. I'll join these two belts and or just bring them straight in. That's perfectly fine. And finally the last two belts. You know, I just thought I want to have a bit of breathing room at the bottom. So let's see. That's input number one. That looks dodgy AF. I need to get that same input over here and the same input needs to come in like this. Actually, now I can do straight like this. What am I doing? It's coming from over here, so let's actually visualize it. We then have this. Coming from over here, which means that that's coming like this. Okay, that makes a bit more sense now. So three of those outputs, where's the third one? It's gonna be this one. Cool, two resources are fed. I only need to take care of outputs. How many more train stations am I adding? I'm adding 3, I think. Technum, Electronic, and Hover Engine. Yes, I'm adding 3 train stations. Something looks off there. Okay, that looks much better. 17 and there we go. Let's get resources going before I do anything else. My frame rate is totally dying. Apparently because of that coloring, I didn't think the train tracks would have that big of an impact. But I guess when the game is trying to determine directions on a lot of individual pieces of rail that are not connected, it might have that impact. Okay, so unload looks good. Copper rods, U2. It's technically not amp. This is gonna be engine. Flight engine, I think. Or was it? No, hover engine. HE1. Electronic components. That's the one. This is electronic components. That's not the one. I have to remember they are alphabetically ordered. Okay, so resources are being delivered. I did say that one lane should be more than enough. don't think it really matters the order in which we bring them. So let's do this one over here, and a bit concerning that the other lift didn't come through yet. The other train didn't come through yet. I did feel something weird when attaching the wagon, but I thought I was just imagining things. Okay, now we should have resources through last thing I want to do is let's do it like this. That was not the smartest idea I've ever had. One is enough, actually. Needs to be one level higher. Okay, now I can do output through here. Perfect. Okay, and this one is the last one. Where does... Actually, I think I prefer output over here. You know what would have been a very smart thing to do? This is all one big belt. The smart thing to do is to just daisy chain everything and just connect through the convenient, like maybe through here. 2 belts, 3 belts, and the 4th belt output. to test that idea. So this is gonna be the output. Input. I need to drag these belts anyway, so no big deal. So if I take these two belts over here, I need to loop these belts over, which is not the end of the world. So assuming these are meant to come over here like this. Okay, these run in opposite directions. So this is gonna be a slope up. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go. All of this possible because this is all fed of a single belt. All of whatever this was meant to be goes away. Those are the new belts. That is still good. So the inputs are still good. I'm not gonna change the inputs. Probably could have done this nicer. I could swap the lanes. Nah, I'll keep it like this. I specifically selected output. That was a good one. Okay, and if I start wiring everything, hopefully I'm gonna see good results. So this is input. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that things will work. By the looks of it, things will work. So let's finish this. How is that an anchor point? Finally, that's the output, and that's the last input. Only thing left to do now is to put a billion inserters. Not one but two I managed to get wrong. Lovely. I guess I'll get back to those. Okay, those are all working. Those have outputs. Let's do inputs. No. I have not placed them the same way. Oh well. Maybe I'm gonna redo the last one or two there. So this will allow me to do quite a few more bots. Speaking of doing quite a few more bots, I have enough to pay my debt. That fully cleared. Did it allow me to pay over? I don't think it allowed me. 14k construction material. Sure, let's go to that. 200 megawatts is more than enough. Cargo bay expansion, I do not want that now. You know what? For the fun of it, let's install that. At least I do not have to change inserter direction on this one. Which kind of means I should place them both at the same time. Bit easier said than done, to be honest. Okay, two more rows to go. That's the output left. Okay, we're down to the final row. And arguably, once we have everything on trains, we could not even require the main bus. We could just go build everything in a dedicated train station, but for small boats that doesn't feel efficient. Okay, these are full. We just need to connect the outputs here. I did make the last train station, I hope, as the output. There we go. And yeah, that's gonna be the problem. The fill rate is way too high. That's the nice part, I guess, with having names like pure strings. You can just specify whatever you want. No valid path, that's expected. That means we have full cargo. That means we also have a full train station. So hover engines are done. Did I have them on the list? Nope. I did not have them on the list, but oh, I have hover engines. That was one of the last things required to get that up and running. Do I have a cement train station? Oh, I actually do have a cement. Nice. I might get the cement train station and just replace it over here, because I do need to expand these ones to basically double the size. So maybe I bring the cement over through there. Yeah. Let's not get distracted. That should give me an extra train station. This is a chain signal, not a straight through signal. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot the train signals. Yet again. So this means that the train should be inbound. It says it's inbound. Which train am I looking at? I'm looking at this train. What? That doesn't seem right. That looks like a wagon that just randomly sitting there. Okay, let's go see what's happening there. For some reason the train doesn't want to start. Did I mess something up? Okay, just in case something else happens, I want to have an auxiliary train station here. No valid path. I know for a fact that this is okay. I've messed the train station up, that's the only thing I can think of. Indeed, that's what I've done. Okay, now the train should be coming. And where does that go on the bus? I guess this is as good of a spot as any. Okay, power engines, we have them in here. Let's get them out of the train station. I might have been a bit overeager with this belt. But there we go. Hover engines on the main bus. Finally. I'll move this shipping pad over here, temporarily at least. Now, I don't think I've crafted that many things lately. Let's get rid of the assemblers. I was like pretty sure I've used more than those. And I have indeed. Have I actually crafted anything recently? I don't remember. I do not remember doing that. Really? I cannot insert by hand? That's quite annoying. The idea was to move this somewhere within there. At least until I get plastic going. Now, do I have any containers? Perfect. Let's use this one. Output plastic. Oh, no, 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 no. That was not good. This is good. Processors, I don't need extra. Yep, this looks nice now. Let's configure. I'll leave a bit of room here because, yeah, well, you never know when you might need more space. We have plenty of materials and plenty of space over on this side to extend. I have no idea how many I need, so I'll stop at however many I've built now. Let's keep it like that for now. That was weird. Oh, I must have copied the yellow line from below. That is most likely what happened. Okay, so what are we building? Transport drones? Science? Planter? And mining? And maintenance? Okay, that's a lot of drones to build. We cannot build a combat drone just yet. But I'm building 4 drones. 4 drones means 4 shipping pads. Let's start with this one. So we'll bring in hover engine, Formalite. What can I share with the next one? Polymer circuit boards? Yep, polymer circuit boards. I'll bring hover engine and Formulite over here. I did say I want to leave a bit of a room. Okay, so transport drone. Hover engine is actually in front of Formulite. Interesting. It is set on output. And I said circuit boards and polymer boards. Circuit, polymer, all need to go up. It does take a lot of setup, but once it's actually working, I find it very rewarding. And I did say the next one is no Snackbot, we have Lightbot, we have Science Drone. Is it a Science Drone? No. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Maybe it is the Science Drone. Polymer circuit board, it's good. We can wire them. So if I do it like this, I am gonna lose some space. What are the odds of me actually being able to align it properly? I think it's meant to be something like this. They kind of look aligned. Might be a good idea to also put some science drones on my science. So let's see. I'm actually missing 3 inputs here. Machinery parts, hover engines, energy cells. So machinery parts, energy cells, and hover engines. Excuse me for just 1 minute. Okay, I am back. I did feel that something was odd. Okay, now it's good. Oh? That's not good. That is not good at all. Let's go check what I broke. Okay, we have science drones. Not having that means I have very big problem in my base. Oh. I somehow didn't realize that I actually didn't connect that. Let's not remove that power pole. I'll leave that as is for now. Why is my inventory so full? Anyway, problem solved. I'll figure out the inventory question later. I honestly could not say why I'm so hell-bent on recycling those things. So let's see, what can I do something that require hover engines and batteries? Hover engine, no battery. Hover engine, no battery. There we go, hover engine battery. Perfect. And we're gonna have this as an output. With that one as an output line. Okay, and what else do I need? Thermalite, advanced machinery parts, and circuit boards. Since I'm expanding, I might as well expand as much as I can. Okay, so again, circuit boards, advanced machinery parts, Thermalite. Advanced machinery parts, circuit boards, and Thermalite. This one is sloped down. Slope up and slope up. Get rid of some stuff from the inventory. And one more done. The maintenance drone. Confirm. Everything is working. What's the last one? Is there just one more? I thought there were two more. So I have this one, I have that one. Yeah, there are two more. So I need a planter drone and a mining drone. What do I have available? Thermalite, circuit boards. So I can do the Thermalite for this one, or I can do the circuit boards for this one, but I cannot do both. Let's bring in machinery parts over here and make this as the output lane. So 2 inputs, 1 output, and I said I'm gonna do this one. Now I want to do the mining drone. I had it right the first time. I don't want inserters to go over a belt that's not gonna be used. So over here we'll do the parts. Okay, parts is not gonna be possible. Can I bring anything? I really do need the second input here. Oh no, actually I do not need the second input. Let's go with this. So I'm missing 3 inputs here. I can do 3 input lines. That is not a problem. It would have been a problem if this would have been a 5 recipe build. Electronic and hover engine. Electronic here, hover engine over here. There we go. We have planter drones. And last but not least, mining drones do not require. What do mining drones require? Steel, advanced. Okay, we'll do it like this. Can I do the last thingy? No. Most likely missing iron. Indeed, I was just missing iron. Mining drone, there we go, confirm. Three more steel, advanced machinery parts and circuit boards. This might be an issue. Okay, we're good. We are good. I'll get steel from over here. That's gonna be steel. I need advanced machinery parts and I need circuit boards. There we go. All the drones are being shipped. And we're sustaining the whole build. We do not have any empty belts. Except that one that is meant to be empty, and expect the one with CPUs, which is always giving me a heart attack. Okay, so finally, peace and quiet. Let's do a couple of upgrades. Okay, those were the upgrades. We still have some station upgrades that we're working on. Let's finish that one. I also want to do maybe a few more. Oh, not enough power. Interesting. And again, I think that these are still more relevant. It's 50 megawatts per 1000 things. This is 250 per 15,000, so it's times 5. So yeah, this is 5 times worse. So we'll do this. I'm curious if the cost changes in time. Galaxy map. We should be able to add a couple more things. We're supplying everything over there. This one we are supplying everything already. Supplying everything. We're not supplying everything. Oh, we need to go to a tier 2 ship, I think, over here. So I'm left on that one. Spaceship, buy ship. Oh, we already had tier 2. I can deassign this. We still have a lot of capacity left. Oh my gosh, this is a huge demand. Okay, this one, I definitely need to change the ship. I'm not even gonna look. Where's the T2? There's the T2 ship. I'm not sure I can supply that many. We'll see. So we've looked at that one. Let's have a look here. I'm supplying everything. No other sectors there. Over here. Definitely more things to supply. Maintenance drone, mining drone. That's it for now. We're not making any robots. This one. Maintenance, mining. That's good. This one is already done. This one, it's done. We can add the bots here. All done. All done. Just a couple more left. And they are all done. Now, there is gonna come a point where there's not gonna be anything to do with the money that we're producing. I'll just start upgrading things as much as I can. Yeah, money is just gonna start pouring in from now on. Alright, I wanted to expand a bit more. So this is 1, 2, 3 jumps. This is 1, 1, 2. I can do all of these 3 and still be within reach. Yep, they are all Cat 1, I think. Cool. Trade license. I need to increase my trade license and sector limits. Okay, that is the limit over here. A lot of fragmented small clusters, but well, we are growing. We are starting to see a bit of purple on the horizon. So 1, 2, 3 jumps. This is 1, 2, so we can get this one. We can get this one, we cannot get that one. I'll get a tier 2 ship for that one, I'll get a tier 1 ship for that one. So spaceship, buy ships, tier 1, tier 2. So this one, supply route, ship management, will add the tier 2 ship. So we can do everything but the hauler bot. And for this one, the tier 2 ship will actually not be enough. So we've done that. Let's take a quick look. I'm not gonna go through there right now. I want to have a look at the finances tab. So production per hour is 7.4k. Total demand is 5k, so we're still good. We're still good. We're good. We're not selling that one. Vacuum bot, we are still good. We're good. We are more than good. That's a very fast production. We're not making those, no point even looking at them. We're good. We are already half with those ones. That's quite a bit. And I do think that as we progress, I have seen a trend to have more and more demand. So even now we can take a peek in this one. 400, 700, which were numbers I wasn't even dreaming earlier. Oh, I can actually see this one as well. So yeah, the numbers are increasing the more we go. Oh, this actually unlocked the whole Cat 2 area. So I'm guessing is per category. Oh, look at that. just 1k just over there. So yeah, I will have to use that money somehow, maybe just to buy resources and make, like, I could see having a production chain where I'm basically buying everything off the galactic market, which arguably could be slow, and then just shipping everything down to the planet. But we'll definitely need to scale up production if we want to take over the world. Anyway, I think that that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you here next time. Let's do a quick overview of the factory and yeah, see you here next time. Bye.